Hey guys, I just wanted to show you that there's so much booktube to watch, oh my god. So I just finished watching this live here and that was like 2 hours and I was nearly up to date and now 15 new videos have come out. Like, I love all the videos, but so many to try and get through to catch up to date, and some of them are really long. Oh look, oh there's even more, oh my god. There's like 20, Jesus. Oh my gosh, this is why I'm not up to date, but believe it or not, this is actually better than what I was. I was like all the way down here before, so. Anyways, that is life of a booktuber, I suppose you would all know.
Hey everybody, my name is Jo and I love to read. Today is the start of another fortnightly reading vlog. It is Thursday the 14th or 15th, I can't quite remember, of April 2021. I'm making my way through 2 books at the moment. The first one that I started before the other is City of Swords by Mary Hoffman, which is the 6th book in the Extravaganza series. I'm having mixed feelings about this. It is a teen book, and if teen books are written right, like any other book, they're good, and if they're not written well, then they're bad. There's not really anything wrong with her writing style, but I'm still so frustrated with the romance. It's an insta love, and I just can't even, because there is literally no reason for the main character to be siding with or even liking her love interest, but she is, and it feels really frustrating because it is so stupid and so dumb, and that is annoying me. So I'm not sure what I'm doing with this yet, because every time I'm enjoying parts of it, but then every time we get to something that's about the romance, I want to put it down. So that's when I also started reading alongside of it Distance Runner, which is a thoroughbred book number 51 in this long-standing horse series that I'm slowly making my way through out of order. This one I am getting there. I'm at page 102. I could probably finish it tonight if I prioritized it enough. And since I'm back at work now, I'm back trying to, because I wasn't really reading a lot because planning my wedding and on my honeymoon and stuff. So what I want to do now to refocus on reading, now that my life is back and then I have a lot of free time, is when I get home from work, unless I'm going to do chores or something like that, or gardening or whatever, something organisational that will benefit me, like washing or whatever, I have to read this, or just read in general. If I want to sit down to watch a TV show or to play a game or something like that, then I want to read first for at least like 20 minutes or something like that. So it should be pretty achievable that I get this finished tonight. And then I'm not really sure, I could keep trying to focus on City of Swords, but I might actually pick up, I've been feeling like, the next Trudy Kahneman Black Magician book, so I might pick up that and read it alongside City of Swords, so we'll see. Anyways, I better get going because it's my first work day back since my holiday. No! Even though I like my job and I don't mind, but it's always like going back to work, and this is the longest holiday I've had in a long time. Normally I only have like a week or 2 weeks, but I've actually had like 3 whole weeks off, and it hasn't felt like that because like part of that was the lead up to the wedding, and then the days after it, that was a whole week, and then we're away for just over a week, and then I've had like this week off at home, but it's just been so chaotic because we've just, well, not chaotic, but we've just been recovering all that free time, so lying around playing games, watching telly, reading. It's been so lovely, but I feel like, as always, I could have had more days off to maybe do some housework or something, but if not, I've only got 2 days until the weekend, which is the way that I designed this, that I eased myself back into working. So I'll catch up with you guys in my next update. Bye.
Morning everyone, Sunday, probably more towards lunchtime than anything else. I realised I haven't done an update since Thursday, which is crazy because I keep thinking that I'd done an update and I had to watch back to see what I'd told you guys that I was up to. I've actually been having a pretty interesting reading experience. So I finished Distance Runner pretty quickly. I don't remember what day it was on, maybe Friday or something like that. Not a lot of real complaints. I gave this one 3 stars, and I will go more in depth in my wrap up for this month about that one. I've been chugging along with City of Swords, and you notice there's no bookmark in it. Have I finished it? Not technically. I've actually decided to DNF it. So I was kind of struggling along with it, and it was going okay. But this morning I was just laying in bed and I kept, like I'd said in a previous couple of videos, I wanted to make sure I was concentrating on reading before I actually watched TV or played a game or something like that. And so far that had been going alright, particularly when I was reading Distance Runner, because I was actively enjoying that and wanting to read that. But I kept noticing every time it was time to pick up City of Swords, I was just really not wanting to. And I'm lying there in bed this morning thinking my books are beside me on my bedside table, and I knew I wanted to get up and watch a movie, but I was like, well, you should read first before you watch a movie, because that's what you've decided that you wanted to do. And I just kept thinking, oh man, like I just don't want to pick this book up. I just was like, why are you finishing it? Like, why, even though I'm someone who has DNF'd a lot in the course of revamping this channel and doing it again, I still often question whether to DNF something or not. Even more so, I think, sometimes since I've DNF'd a lot. But again, I am working down a TBR that has existed for ages. I'm bound to continue reading things that aren't exactly exciting for my 26-year-old brain when I purchased them a while ago. Though I still also stand by the fact that not every book you pick up you're going to enjoy. And yeah, like I said, I don't really have my reading preferences on my side because I picked these books years and years and years ago when they were quite different. But with this one, it's a degradation of the quality of the plot and of the character development of the new characters. So that is what led me to DNF this. I'm kind of thinking that I might do a negative review on this because I actually have enough to say that is negative. No, I just mean that I have enough to say with a review. I often get worried that I'm just going to waffle on in reviews, so I don't like doing them, and sometimes I don't have a lot to say. But this one, even though I DNF'd it, it was about the 40% mark, I still have so much to talk about why I didn't enjoy it. And although I'm pretty sure this would be my first dedicated review, I don't like the fact that it's negative, but also at the same time there are bad books and this is just my opinion of it. So I think I'm going to do that. I will leave a link up here if I've already done it, but I'm sure I won't because I think I've already got stuff scheduled before this next vlog. So we'll see. I'm also reading a book that I haven't brought here to show you guys, but I'll insert a cover because I thought I'd already updated you guys on it, and that is the unofficial Harry Potter spellbook. So that's something that I'm going to be reading slowly because it would be very boring. It's just like, this is a spell name and some facts about it and then going on to the next one, A to Z. That'd be pretty boring if I was just reading it by itself, so I was reading it alongside City of Swords. But my next big novel, proper novel that I'm going to pick up now is going to be The High Lord by Trudy Canavan. This is the final book in the Black Magician trilogy. I'm hoping it's going to be good. I'm hoping I'm not setting myself up for a slump again after that, because even though I made it through the second book and it was sort of enjoyable, it was also just very the same stuff happening over and over and over and over again with no real like up and downs in the plot. It was just a flat line and that was quite boring. So hopefully The High Lord is going to be interesting, and I'm hoping being the last book it is. I haven't read any pages yet. I've literally come here. This is the other side of my bookshelves that you guys don't see. Like, this is opposite my bookshelves that you guys don't see. That's like the door to go to the rest of the house. That's outside. You can see Cooper's little kennel that he doesn't use. There's a bigger dog bed next to it that he does use. I'm surprised he's not. Come here. Come here. Come. Look. Yeah. Gonna be a little creeper. I will let him inside soon because I teased him doing that. But hopefully this is gonna be good. Now I also have something kind of funny to share with you guys that wasn't funny at the time when it was happening. So I spilt liquid on my MacBook all over the keyboard. I was absolutely beside myself because I know it is just a laptop, but still I hate doing stupid things like that. What had happened is I actually spilt kerosene on it, which, no, I'm not someone who is lighting fires. What happened is I make my own fire lighters. So old tea bags, used tea bags, I dry them out and then soak them in kerosene in a jar, and then you pop one of them in the fire, light it, and it's your own fire lighter. It stays lit for a while it catches onto the other timber. And last night we'd gotten home from a family dinner, and I was like, okay, I'm going to light the fire, even though it's not super cold yet to be needing to. It's still nice ambience, so that's what we've been doing a lot lately. And I'd gotten all my things together, and while I was sitting there lighting it and tending to it, I was going to be watching something on my laptop, and I had opened the jar, sat it in front of my laptop, I'd pulled out my fire lighter and put it in there. So I don't know why I didn't just re-screw it back on and put it away, but I just left it there, and something happened and I knocked it, and yeah. At this stage, the laptop is okay. We dried it out overnight last night. We just had it upside down. Apparently, because kerosene is like an alcohol kind of thing, it's not as bad as if you'd spilt like water or like some other drinking thing on it. It's working. I'm going to have to spend the afternoon cleaning the keys using a tutorial online, so it's going to be turned off. I'll, flip them out. Anyways, I'm doing research. It'll be fine. I was really annoyed because that was something so stupid that I'd done, and luckily most of the things that I was worried about losing, I'd already backed them up, or I didn't care. The only thing was the document that I'd typed up from my grandpa's notes, his memoirs, even though he has the actual written copy, so that's okay, but all the hours that I'd spent at this point typing it up would have been just gone. But at the moment, I'm still a bit iffy. We've turned it on. It's working. The only thing that's wrong is the keys are sticking, like I said. I have since put my grandpa's document in a Google Doc so that we have got it. So I'm okay with that, and I'm happy to experiment with cleaning the keys. I don't really want to send it away. I am sort of pretty privileged enough that like when I was crying and Daniel was like, it's gonna be fine, and I'm like, you can't promise me that, and he's like, well, I'll buy you a new one. Like, I'm pretty lucky that we have a lot of savings at the moment. Well, we tend to always have a lot of savings because we manage our money really well, and we're both lucky to have full-time jobs, but that we'd be able to go out and buy them. So, it's probably not such a depressing situation as it could be for other people, but I was still just I felt so bad for my poor laptop. Like, I love her, and I did this shitty thing to her, not on purpose, but still, so, yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna get going. I'm going to read a few pages of the High Lord before I'm going to put on the 6th Harry Potter movie and clean my keyboard. So wish me luck with that. And I will talk to you guys in the next update. Bye.
Good morning, everybody. It's Friday morning. Oh my gosh, how exciting. I knew that, but for some reason I thought that it was Thursday morning. Friday, how exciting. This is my first full week of work since coming back from our honeymoon and wedding. I did do 2 days last week, but of course 2 days is a lot less than 5 days. It has been crazy busy at work, as well as catching up on things after getting back and being away for 3 whole weeks, which I think is the longest that I've ever taken off from this job in a row. I've also had a lot of meetings. I'm in a management development program to improve my managerial or leader skills, as the guy is telling me to call yourself a leader, not necessarily a manager. Even though your technical position is a manager, you're a leader. Like, it's all a whole attitude thing that you're not managing people, you're leading them. And that's been really good, but that takes up my time 2 sessions a week. And for someone who already has a lot of deadlines, even though the session's only an hour or 2 hours, it takes a lot of time out of my day to know that I have to be there at that specific time. And then I have homework as well, and I've got to catch up on one that I missed yesterday because our internet was down. I'm hoping to do that today, otherwise I might send it to myself at home and listen to the webinar that I missed at home. I just want to see if there's any homework that I need to do to catch up on, and to send it through before the next session next week. And then I was also involved in a really cool, it's a cool career development for me that I didn't expect to be making this early in my life, or not necessarily at all, especially when I thought about my life, 5 years ago or even less than that. I didn't think I'd be doing things like this, but I was in a business planning session for work. So I, as one of the leaders of the business, there was half a dozen or just a bit more than 6 of us in a room, all presenting our ideas about how we're going to continue to make money, what we're going to focus on this financial year for the business. And that was a lot of fun. It was really tiring. It was a whole day, but it was really cool to be involved with that. I've still been steadily reading, which is nice. I am reading The High Lord by Trudy Canavan. I don't think I was that far into it when I last updated you guys. I'm up to page 144. I might be wrong, but just from memory, it feels like an age since I actually did an update. I'm still really enjoying this. It's not compulsive reading, but it's a really solid finale, and I'm hoping that it continues to get better the more I read. It's really interesting, and I was a bit worried that the second book was going to, because the second book was a bit long, I was worried it was going to be boring, but I'm really, really enjoying it, and we've already learnt what I thought we were going to learn at this point, and now I'm excited to see the plot kind of kick it up into high gear. I would say that it's a medium-paced book, and I can thank the Storygraph for making me think like this, because I never really thought much of the pacing aside from when the book was boring, and then I was like, I might have known that it was the pacing, but this is really interesting, and it is a medium-paced book, but it's like medium to fast because things are happening all the time. But there is a lot of character thought in it as well, because Sonia's having to, the revelations that she's learning in this book, she's having to kind of rewrite her brain for like the greater good, but rewrite her brain so that she can protect her loved ones. And that's so fascinating. Like the inner, we just did a chapter or a section from her point of view where she was just lying in bed thinking about what she was contemplating doing, and it was like 4 or 6 pages, and it was still interesting. And then I'm continuing on with the Ultimate Unofficial Harry Potter Spellbook. I am up to page 52, which is really cool. I'm up to the Charms chapter, so we did spells, or sorry, what was it? Yeah, spells. So we did spells, and now we're up to charms, which apparently there's a difference between them. I don't really know the difference, and I'm still really enjoying reading this. I thought that I would be bored reading this, but because it's got like a magical moment where it tells you where this spell has been used somewhere throughout the Harry Potter universe, it kind of adds to the interest. But I'm still wanting to continue on with the High Lord while I'm enjoying it. So it depends, and it depends how long I have a reading time for. So if I know that I've only got a short period to read in, I'll probably pick this up. And if I've got longer, then I'll pick the High Lord up, or if I'm really interested in it. I'm going to go now because I need to get ready for work. Thank you guys so much. I will chat to you guys again, maybe on the weekend, if not in my final clip before putting this video out. Oh, my laptop is with the repair people. Apparently I shouldn't have turned it on and used it, but it was working fine. And the guy that was serving me at the counter was a bit like, don't worry, we already have a code pre-put in the computer to say that liquid has been spilt on it, because people do it all the time. Probably not the liquid that I spilt on it, but even like the computer tech guy was like, that might have just saved your laptop because of what you spilt on it as opposed to water. So I will give you guys an update. Hopefully I'll know before this vlog's out if they've been able to clean it completely or not. Bye.
Hey everyone, quick life update on this Saturday. We've started our renovations this morning. Look at the bare bones. That was a cupboard that was pulled out today. I'll put in a video of me doing some demo.
Yep. Start from the bottom. Go on. Go hit the next one. Big one.
That's it. Oh,
Next one.
Daniel was doing. Next one up.
I can't do
Yeah.
that hard.
That's it.
Go on.
Come on.
That's it. One more. Nice.
These are the walls that are getting removed on Monday, and the ceiling, but they're asbestos, which is dangerous to breathe in, so we're getting professionals to do them, but we could get rid of the cupboard, which was a lot of fun. And we found these old newspapers stuffed into the wall. I can't remember what, January 13th, 1980. So how cool is this? And what I found the most interesting, holidays which is pretty cool, unless you sort of know Australian money, but I guess you can roughly have a bit of an idea. But like, it was one of the ones that, yeah, look at the price, like 12-day trip to Singapore, $749. That is so cheap.
Hey everybody, it is Tuesday night. I'm here to do my outro quickly with no stand. I am sitting up in bed, just try and get the page of the book that I'm up to. I'm up to 409 of The High Lord Steele by Trudy Canavan. I'm really enjoying it. I just want to read the whole thing so quickly to see what happens, but it's a big book, so it's taking a while, but hopefully concentrating. It'd be nice to get it done in like the next couple of days for my April wrap up, but I don't know if that's achievable. An update on my laptop, I took it to a computer repair place, but what I spilt on it actually corroded all the glue in it, and MacBooks are made of glue, so it's gone to heaven and I have a new one. I don't really know if I'll be able to migrate all my stuff across, even though I did back it up as like the time machine function. Apparently when you're like trying to convert it, you need to have done all your updates, and even though my laptop, my old one was pretty up to date, I feel like there was a last update that I was ignoring, so that kind of sucks. But I have a new laptop, which is fun. I think that's everything. I think I might sign off tonight, and this will be the end of the vlog, and I'll talk to you guys again next time. Bye.